What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another movie review in a very empty, echoey house, that of the epic voice guy, John 3.0. Thank you so much for letting me crash here at your place, bro. I flew down here from San Francisco. I'm in LA right now. We watched the movie last night. We saw an early screening at the AMC, the Grove Theater, and it was awesome. We had a fantastic time. And we got some grub afterwards. You can see John's workout stuff over there. He's doing a killer job of losing a bunch of weight. I'm doing a great job of gaining weight. No spoilers. So I will not give spoilers throughout this video. Big thanks again, Digital Fox Talent and hashtag Team Batinu. I don't get the hashtag, but I like how the shirt looks. This movie is 3 hours long, so just keep that in mind. I gotta say, first off, I really liked the movie. Again, no spoilers, but I will give an inconsequential spoiler randomly in this video. It will not affect the plot or the characters in any kind of way, and it will not ruin the movie for you. I really liked how the plot, the story, the characters all were very well intertwined. That's one thing I really dug about this movie. There's quite a few characters in this movie. We already know that we have the Batman, we have a Catwoman, we have a Riddler, we have a Penguin. And I gotta say, didn't feel like anybody should have been taken out of the movie or somebody didn't get enough screen time. I really felt satisfied with the way all the characters fit into the film and how they worked with each other and everything and how they were connected to the plot. I just thought it was very well written. I really liked the directing a lot, and I really liked the cinematography a lot. Again, it's a 3-hour movie. There were some parts where I felt like we could speed things up a little bit, okay, out of focus, in focus shots. We could, speed those up or splice those. As a video editor, I start thinking in those terms, like, oh, come on, 3 seconds off of that would have made a difference. But hey, you know what I mean? YouTube guy, filmmaker, I ain't squat. I know that. I really liked the movie. There was just not every single little thing about it. Well, I'll just say, like, there are 3 things that happened in the movie that I don't think anybody's gonna really particularly like, but I don't think they're going to ruin the movie for anybody. Especially with the audience reaction to a few of these 3 things, I was like, oh yeah, nobody liked that. But again, I don't think it's enough to ruin the movie for anybody either. Again, I really liked this movie a lot. So let's talk about the characters a little bit. Batman. From the trailers, Pattinson Batman, I thought looked really cool, sounded really cool, acted really cool, and when I watched this movie, I felt the same way. I really like this Batman a lot. He looks really badass. And I think the acting was great. I love his voice. Not as much Bruce Wayne in this movie compared to some other Batman movies. However, I will say that it plays into the plot a bit, so it all makes sense to me. Maybe not my favorite Bruce Wayne, but definitely one of my favorite Batmans. I really like this Batman a lot. Even though there were a couple of things, at least one thing, that I don't think anybody liked about this Batman. Well, I'll do a spoiler video at some point, okay? So stay tuned for that. Riddler. Holy crap, Riddler was amazing. I loved this villain. He was incredible. He was scary, and he didn't remind me of any other Batman villain from any other movie or anything. And it really felt like a lot of different versions of the Riddler were mixed into this Riddler. And I just really liked that. I really liked how they wrote the story with the Riddler and everything. And I thought he was awesome. I really liked it. There's a lot of social commentary in this movie, and I like how they did it. Commissioner Gordon, awesome. Oh, I love Commissioner Gordon. Well, not Commissioner Gordon, sorry, Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon was awesome. Really liked him a lot. I thought the acting was great. I know John reminded me that he does the voice for Uatu, but yeah, he was fantastic. His acting and everything was great. Really, really important character for the movie. Really loved Jim Gordon. Also, how they play, how the relationship with him and Batman was just really well written in the film, I thought. Catwoman, really liked Catwoman. I liked all the characters. I'm not gonna lie, I already told you that earlier, but yeah, Catwoman was fantastic. Maybe a thing or two that, may hit the cringe button for dudes. You'll know what I'm talking about. But it didn't ruin the movie for me, again. But I really liked Catwoman overall. Like, she was great. I really did. And then Penguin surprised me. Like, I really, really liked Penguin a lot. I probably had some of the most fun when Penguin was on screen. Colin Farrell did a fantastic job, amazing job. And Falcone, holy crap, wow, was he good. Jeez, man. Agent Simmons crushed it, jeez. I did have a complaint, and it's not really ruining the movie, I think, by mentioning this, so I'm putting it towards the end of the video, but I always felt like Gotham City was not supposed to be any particular real city. You know what I mean? Like it's a fictional city that has its own aesthetic. And I just felt like this version of Gotham was so New York to the point where it's like not Gotham anymore to me. It really felt like New York. Like Gotham Square Garden. It's like, oh, come on, dude. You know, the Gotham Empire building. Like, all right. It's not even trying to not be New York. It's just totally a New York that's been Gothamized. That part bothered me. That was actually one of my biggest complaints of the movie, really, because I love New York, and I don't want Batman to be like, New York should still exist and Gotham should still exist, right? Isn't there a New York in the DC universe? I thought there was, unless I'm just mistaken, but it's just probably how they're handling this version of it or whatever. But aside from that, like, I thought the way they shot it and everything, the gritty look of it and all that, I thought it looked really awesome. But I do appreciate how the Nolan Batman movies, they shot in Chicago, so it didn't feel like I was looking at New York City the whole time. And this one was just definitely straight up New York with a Gotham in front of it. It was Gotham, New York. But not anything against New York. You guys know I love New York, but it's like it should be a different place. You know what I mean? Anyway, I can't think of anything else that I want to say. I mean, there's some really good stuff in this movie. I think a lot of people are going to like it. The women out there, the women and dude lovers are going to like the Pattinson, because I heard a bunch of squealing and woos and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay. You like that? Cool. You know what I mean? Whatever. There's a lot of good reasons to like this movie. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I really did enjoy it. It really put me in a different place. I really felt like I was living in this Gotham world for a bit. Even though, and that's what bugged me about the New York shit, man, is that it would kind of take me out of it a little bit, because I've traveled to New York and I keep thinking about where I am. You know what I mean? You start doing that thing. Okay, I know where I am, you know what I mean? You start getting your bearings and stuff. And I don't want to do that with Gotham, because Gotham's not supposed to be real. Never had the chance to visit Chicago yet, so that may be just one other personal preference of them using Chicago for location instead of New York City. But whatever, man. Great movie. I really liked it a lot. Highly recommend it. And spoiler, there's a dog running up the street. Like, you look down and there's like just a dog running up the street. Hope I didn't ruin the movie for you. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for a full spoiler discussion video later on down the line. And thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.